don't know about you, but I really love pizza. And I often eat it as one of my pleasure meals. But on the regular, I prefer to not eat a lot of flour for my carbs. So I was challenged myself to come up with a really delicious pizza that would hit the spot, but would also keep my carbs in check. And I think I've come up with it. So let me show you how I do it. The secret ingredient in this is ground turkey meat becomes the crust. So in here, I have about 3.5 ounces or 100 grams of ground turkey meat. I've mixed in 98% and 93%. All of those details will be on the recipe that's on my website on JacquelineCooks.com. And basically, I have some Italian seasoning, some garlic, little salt and pepper, and some red pepper flakes if you'd like to add some heat. So what I do is I like to take a rolling pin, and if you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a heavy bottom skillet to kind of smash it out and make it nice and thin like a crust. I'll show you one that I already have done right here. The process is really quite simple, and it actually is going to take you less time than it does to order carryout. So here it is all rolled out and thinned out. I am going to take some cooking spray and I will put it on the pan. I also want to tell you that when you use the parchment paper, to make the crust, you're going to want to put a little bit of cooking spray on it before you roll it out, or it'll be really hard to get it off the paper. I flip it. I very gently unroll it. You might need a little bit of a spatula to kind of ease it off the parchment. And then you very carefully peel it back. Now, I've preheated my broiler on high, and I've put my rack on the top rung of the oven. Throw this under the broiler for about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to add tomato sauce, throw it back under the broiler for another 2 to 3 minutes, kind of let that tomato sauce get a little caramely. When you caramelize it, it just intensifies the flavor. And then after that, I'm going to put cheese and pepperoni on top, throw it back under the broiler, let the cheese get all ooey gooey, and then you have amazing pizza in less time than it takes to get delivery. Let me show you how it's done. So in here, I want to show you what you do when you flip it. So you're going to take it and you are going to flip it now that it's cooked definitely on one side. And you're going to take it, you're going to flip it over. You're going to add your sauce. And this is when I said you're going to take that step and put it back under the broiler. So it's like I said, so the tomato sauce can get nice and caramelized and bake into the crust a little bit. That's going to take another 3 to 5 minutes. As you can see, the sauce is kind of baked in a little bit. It's a little caramelized. And I'm going to spread my cheese around because we want to make sure that we get a little cheesy, right? We get a cheesy bite throughout the pizza, as well as my pepperoni. I like to cut it up into little pieces so I get some delicious pepperoni in every bite. I love that garlicky, salty, really well seasoned. I'm a pepperoni girl for sure. We're going to throw this back under the broiler, and before you know it, we're going to have fantastic pizza. Look at this ooey gooey yumminess. I'm so excited. I have to tell you, this really does fulfill a pizza craving. And as someone who really loves pizza and could eat it a lot, I make this on the regular basis. I hope you try out the recipe and comment below. And again, check out all my recipes at JacquelineCooks.com. Pizza night's never going to be the same. Look at this. OMG-ness. Hot.